Deep beneath the surface of the earth lies another world entirely, hidden from sunlight and untouched by the noise of human life, where stone corridors stretch endlessly into darkness, and underground rivers carve their paths through rock over thousands of years. These cave systems often appear silent and still, almost as if time itself has frozen within them, preserving an ancient and untouched environment. But this silence is deceptive, because beneath that calm exterior exists a system that can change rapidly and violently without warning. What feels like a stable, underground world can transform into a dangerous and unpredictable environment the moment water begins to move through it. The process often begins far away from the cave itself, where rainfall or storms develop miles from the entrance, unnoticed by anyone exploring below. On the surface, everything may appear calm, with clear skies above the cave system giving no indication of danger forming in the distance. But as rainfall increases, water begins traveling across the landscape and into underground channels that most people never consider. Inside the cave, conditions may initially feel unchanged, but slowly the environment begins to respond as water seeps into passages that were once completely dry and stable, marking the beginning of a transformation that can escalate quickly. As water continues to enter the system, dry walking paths begin turning into shallow streams. And those streams gradually evolve into flowing channels that cut through previously safe routes. Over time, entire corridors that once allowed easy movement become partially submerged, forcing explorers to adapt to changing conditions in real time. In more severe situations, narrow passages that connect cave sections become completely flooded, creating natural barriers that can block escape routes entirely. When a single exit is the only way out, rising water can turn that path into a sealed underwater wall, trapping anyone inside with very limited options for survival. Another major danger comes from underground rivers that already exist within many cave systems, often calm and slow-moving under normal conditions. However, when heavy rainfall feeds these systems, the behavior of these rivers changes dramatically as water levels rise and currents become stronger. Passages that once felt stable and predictable can transform into fast-moving underwater channels where navigation becomes extremely difficult. In extreme cases, explorers or divers can be pulled deeper into the cave system by strong currents. Losing control over direction in an environment where visibility is already severely limited and orientation becomes nearly impossible. For cave divers, the risk becomes even more intense because underwater conditions remove almost every visual reference needed for navigation. Sediment and debris can reduce visibility to absolute darkness, making it impossible to see even a short distance ahead. Guideline ropes, which are essential for safe navigation, can become tangled or lost, removing the only reliable path back to the surface. In such conditions, even highly experienced divers can become disoriented within seconds. And in an environment where air supply is limited, confusion quickly becomes one of the most dangerous threats of all. One of the most unsettling scenarios in cave exploration occurs when flooding happens overnight, catching explorers completely unaware while they rest inside what was previously a dry and safe chamber. These teams may enter a cave under stable conditions, set up camp deep underground, and believe they are secure for the night. But while they sleep, weather systems far away continue feeding water into the cave network, slowly raising water levels through hidden passages. By the time they wake up, the entrance they used may already be submerged, turning what was once a clear path back to the surface into an impassable barrier, where survival depends entirely on timing, skill, and rescue response. Flooded caves also create what many describe as a maze effect, where familiar landmarks disappear beneath water, and previously clear routes become indistinguishable underwater corridors. Everything begins to look identical in the dim light and sediment-filled environment. Rock, water, and darkness blending into a confusing and disorienting landscape. In such conditions, choosing the wrong direction does not simply slow progress, but can lead explorers deeper into danger with fewer chances of escape. This is why cave rescue operations are among the most complex and dangerous missions in the world, requiring extreme precision, coordination, and courage to navigate environments that can change within minutes.